to talk to somebody that is on the other side of this, that has firsthand knowledge of Mr. Tom Brady, and also has been dealing with some other things in his area. My guy, Mr. Fingers, Mr. Anthony Handy. Atlanta Falcons, baby. Atlanta Falcons, Anthony, brother.
You see me hide my face right now, right?
I understand.
Now, wait a minute. Now I see why you brought me on second, because you want to talk about TV12 in Tampa Bay first.
Get it out the way, right? Get it out the way,
and then,
I'll give you your chance.
And then come to me and be like I'm on the couch in therapy. Like, so how do you feel about this?
I can't talk too much about what the last guy said, but how do you feel?
That's shiesty, man. That's shiesty. You just put a shiesty Sam on me, man. You set me up.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. You want to trade teams?
Huh?
You want to trade teams?
Right now, right now, I might would.
Well, look, I'll send the application to you.
I'm just saying. At least y'all defense showed up and played halfway good last year.
Well. Look.
Listen. Your team is willing to try anything, no matter how.
Anything.
No offense. Anything, no matter how crazy it is, to try and get butts in the seats and get people excited about the team. Every year, Atlanta just goes, well, we sucked, but we extended Matt Ryan's contract.
Yeah,
it's like watching a Ben Stein commercial. Yes, Atlanta can do better with Matt Ryan.
Right.
Try new dry eyes for dry eyes. Do you have dry eyes from watching the Falcons?
What would you rather have? The same mundane Mr. Matt Ryan, or would you rather have this year? We're going to go with Haskins. He's the guy. No, that didn't work. This year, all you beer drinkers, we got a Heineken for you. No, that didn't work. This year, we got to cast off Mr. Wentz. I can't.
Look, I said I wasn't going to go Shannon Sharp, but you trying to make me go Shannon Sharp on you.
But look, wait, keep Shannon in for this, because I do want to talk to you about Atlanta, because, I mean, right now, I think with everything that's happened, you have moved up into the number 2 role. Atlanta, you still have a secure quarterback, which is more than a lot of people could say, but there is an issue. Last year, you lost Julio. This year, you lost Ridley. Now, it came out that it was mental health early, but then it also came out something else happened. And now Ridley's got a 1-year suspension after gambling on games. He gambled $1,500 on parlays, one of which included the Atlanta Falcons. I felt really bad for him when, he came out with the whole mental health thing. And this may still be the reasoning behind why he took his time off. But mental health and you gambling $1,500, which is nothing to you, for what? On your team? Like, come on, bro.
I bet you $5 that boy don't even know why he shouldn't have bet on that game. Oops, did I say that out loud? I'm just saying, $1,500. Wait a minute. I don't know what math. Wait a minute. What school did Calvin Ridley go to when he was in college?
Alabama.
That team. That team that got beat by them Roops the other day. Anyway, I don't know what kind of math. I don't know what kind of math they teach in Tuscaloosa. I know Nick Saban is good with X's and O's, but he must not be good at getting his guys math too. The last time I checked, $10 million is a whole hell of a lot more than $1,500. I'm just saying. You know that. Listen, coming into the league that gambling, you can't gamble. You know that. Not on your own games. Like, he could have gambled on baseball. He could have gambled on basketball, I think.
Right.
But you want to gamble on football? Like, come on, Calvin. Come on, Calvin. Calvin Ridley, if you lived under a rock and you don't know who Calvin Ridley is, Calvin Ridley was the next big stud wide receiver coming to Atlanta behind Julio Jet Jones, who also is an Alabama alum, had averaged 900 yards a season, 19 touchdowns, actually 2,781 yards total in his time at Alabama on 224 receptions, averaged 12.4 per reception and 19 touchdowns. Yeah. Boom. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The boy was a stud. Yeah, the boy was an absolute stud. Then he came in the league, and his first 3 years, he didn't have less than 800 yards a season. Matter of fact, the COVID season, he caught 1,300, almost 1,400 yards. Yeah. So the boy should know, I got a good thing going on here. It's almost what Calvin really did is almost like that dude that was on the street, and he was slanging and banging, and somebody cleaned him up and gave him a little job and set him up with a place, and he got a girlfriend and life is going good. And he's like, and he goes to the strip club and he bumps into Dwayne Haskins on his way in and says, "Excuse me,
right?
Don't you play for that Washington football team?" "Nah, man, you don't know me. I'm just here for the Pittsburgh." And so he's in the strip club, and the stripper starts talking to him like Regina King started talking to Merch in The Best Man. I just watched that last night. And he started saying, "Do you want to be my friend?" And he's like, "Well, I really shouldn't, but I got a girlfriend at home." "Oh, come on, be my girlfriend. You know what? Let me go sell a couple of crack rocks real quick." Next thing you know, he ain't got no girlfriend, no house, no job. He was like us. He was like Usher back in 1990, 2006. Caught up.
Yeah.
Got me feeling it.
And the thing is, I mean, it's not a team move. It was a you move. It was a personal move. And look, you and I know from just running with people and have, if you're the man in the spotlight, you can have one of your little homies be like, "Hey, man, I need you to place this bet for me through, you know what I mean, on the hush." So that's what messes with me.
It's like this. We don't know what happened in that nightclub in New York that night that Diddy was down there with J-Lo. Shine wound up going down for that crime. Diddy said, "Look, this is a theory." Diddy said, "Hold that for me. They might pinch you. I'm gonna take care of you on the back end." You dig what I'm saying? And not only that, when you come up from where you were, you kind of gotta get away from you. I know your boys is your boys and your old habits is your old habits, but you have to kind of get away from the old habits, because if you keep the old habits you had before you got money, it's only gonna take one dumb mistake for you to lose that money. Yeah. If you don't change, like as your income bracket changes, your circle of friends has to change. Not your boys, because all your boys ain't necessarily your friends. Because I got boys that I not back in Virginia. I got boys back in Virginia. If I was like, "Hey, let's go hit the karaoke spot, we do blah blah blah, whatever, boom boom boom." But then my friends, those are the ones that'd be like, you remember that Dave Chappelle skit said every black man got to need, every brother got to have an old black man follow him around and jump up and go, "Oh, brother, don't do that." He needed one of them, and he didn't have
that's it. 5 to 10. Yeah, exactly. He did, and you need somebody like this that's going to talk to you, talk some sense into you. But I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, he went to Alabama, Tuscaloosa. Saban got them boys in check. So where even if you are kind of, have a rougher life outside of it, he ain't gonna let you mess up and do all that stuff out there. So what part of it? And you can't say that he don't have a brotherhood. He ain't by himself. We all know that Alabama is turning into wide receiver U with Julio and you got him and these guys,
Jameson and Mechie coming out this year.
Right. And you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, bro, what possessed you to make that move? I mean, did you not think you're going to get caught up? Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Yeah.
It begs a question to me: how many people kept up with him after he took his mental health break? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things happen. Like, I'm gonna give you a perfect case in point. I'm gonna use something personal. Several years ago, my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. She had surgery, and when she had surgery, we had people with us. Immediately following the surgery, we had people, people came by, checked on us, brought us food, did stuff for us, had a whole big fundraiser, things like that. We are pushing towards, not quite yet, but we're pushing towards a decade removed from that. Now, the real ones are still checking in on us, but it's some of those folks that was like on our elbow, like, "How you doing? Do you need anything? Is everything good?" It's like when you lose someone, when you lose someone in your life, you have everybody's there, want to hug you and tell you it's gonna be all right, and listen to this, watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you, Skip Bayless. If you need anything, call me. I'll be right there.
Come on now.
You might not need them right that second. See, a lot of people say that with good intent, but they don't necessarily know how to follow through. So now 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years pass. Now you hit a milestone of that grief or that situation that you're going through when you need somebody, and you look around and who is standing with me? Nobody.
Absolutely.
And so he took his mental health break, and all his boys probably dapped him up. It's like, "Yo, man, be good, bro. Be good, young. Hey, my boy, we got you. I'm gonna come check on you. Let me know you need anything. We got you. All you got to do is," and I'm there. And how many people kept that up? I'm sure people kept that up as that was going. How many people from the Falcons organization were checking in on him? As much money as much money. This is one of the biggest things that gets me when these guys have these issues. And I know it's a business, but if you want to look at it from the standpoint of a business, the players that are on your team are an investment. You gotta, if I got a business that I'm paying a guy $10 million and he's having mental health problems, I'm spending money out of my pocket if I got to. What do you need? Let me make you comfortable. Do I need to send somebody to bring you some food? Do I need to send somebody to knock on your door and make sure you wash the entire crack of your backside?
Watching over. Exactly.
Because that is somebody that you said, I'm giving you $10 million. You understand what I'm saying? Now, maybe it's just that the NFL. I'm not trying to knock the league, but maybe it's that the NFL doesn't necessarily care like that because, all those contracts are not guaranteed.
Right, absolutely, and that's the thing. When he, and not everybody's on the same page with mental health. So when he comes out with that, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm taking a year off for mental health," where you're not getting those weekly, those checks and those bonuses and incentives and all that stuff. The money gets a little funny. Then people want to be like, "Oh, and you ain't need no good." Oh, okay, because it takes you into the psyche. What would make you make that move to say, "I'm gonna put this money in," because it's not something that you need. Like, what are you betting on? You hoping to get a jackpot bigger than what you're already making just by being on the field? It just doesn't make sense.
Even if it was, why risk it? Because if you manage to get the help for your mental health and you're able to make it back to the team and you're able to play, there's your money. That money is not necessarily guaranteed in a contract, but you get through the season. You got X number of dollars you're getting through the season. And you get that money. Why take the chance on potentially, you know what I mean? That was to me, that was dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree.
If I play the lottery, I know how much money I make a year. If I play the lottery, I can't afford to play but $5 or $10 a pop because I only make X. I can't afford to go out and spend more than I can afford because I might not win. And now that might be money for a bill. That might be money for groceries. That might be money for, you know what I'm saying? And I'm 100% behind Elite Calvin. I'm sorry, Dirty Bird for life, but I'm 100% with the league. Like, bruh, you knew that was something you wasn't supposed to do.
Right.
You can't. You've been in the league now. This will be his fifth season coming up. If he was still on the roster, but this would be your fifth. And it's not like you're a rookie and you go, well, I didn't know I was supposed to do that.
And he's been around guys like Matt Ryan. He's been around Julio. You know what I mean? He's been around guys that are upstanding, good guys that are citizens that are trying to help him along. But then you have to ask yourself, we saw Julio left. We saw them bringing in Pitts, who is essentially taking over the role. All of us thought that Ridley was going to be the guy once Julio left. Well, Pitts came in and essentially took that role and balled out, did what he had to do for his rookie year. I mean, it's frustrating, but look, this is where I want to go because we got a couple other people we got to get on here. What does this mean? We know Tom Brady's back. Let's cut that out. I also talked about the rest of the division.
You had to rip the stab was healing up. You just ripped it right on back off.
Hey, all of us are dealing with it. That's
why I grew a beard. I had scars from him beating us up the last couple seasons.
Now you ain't feeling as bad as that man that spent almost $500,000 on Tom Brady's last ball. That Joker's looking at it like, why did I do
Look at me looking like that meme.
Right. Like, why did I do this? But look, all right, so you talk about the Saints. The Saints aren't really there. Oh, hold up. Got to bring my partner in here. Partner in crime.
What's up?
Wait a minute. Listen, you must be happy about stuff in life because I know you seen what's been going on in Arlington. Did I say that? Hey, you weren't supposed to say that out loud.
You gonna give me at least 5 seconds to get on?
No. But look, because when y'all beat us, you was on me. You was on me like you was on me like white on rice in the
first quarter. I could have beat you up in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. I waited at least to the fourth quarter.
Not when I came on the show and I had to wear the Dallas jersey.
You You're right.
Wait, look at it. Look at me. Look at it. Looking at me like, why you gotta bring up old stuff, Craig?
You're right. You're right. You bringing up.
Look, I heard it. Anyway, go ahead.
But look. All right. So, yo, real quick. So, what are your thoughts this year? Last year, you said you actually were pretty on spot. Didn't you say 8-9 last year, or 9-8? Yeah, and that's what they were. So, do you see improvement? I mean, I know Tom Brady's in there, but a lot of the guys on there are gone. But Saints and Panthers are struggling.
I'm gonna have to wait and see what Atlanta does in the draft. When I see what they do in the draft, and I haven't even had a chance to look at what they've done in free agency. Matter of fact, I haven't even heard anything about what they did in free agency. And I got people that can't stand my Falcons and be like, look what your boys did. Yuck, yuck, yuck. They haven't even hit me up at all. So I don't know. So right now, I'm gonna stay with 8-9, maybe 9-8 if they get lucky. I mean, they might look around and be like, hey, I thought you was retiring. All right, take that one right there. Ha, we beat you. So that's what I got. Hey, look, I know you got to go on to your other people's with Miss Janae. This is the first time I had a chance to look and gaze upon your uvulent visage, your face. That's a fancy word that means face.
I like that. I like that.
In a long, long time. I like to read every now and then. I know some fancy words. It's been the first time since I've had a chance to gaze upon your face since the news broke. And I just want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, as a person that got 4 of my own and 2 by marriage, I could not be more thrilled for you right now. Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Look, as long as you nickname the baby, if it's you don't know the gender yet, do you?
Don't know yet.
Okay. Long as the baby is a boy and the nickname is Dirty Bird, then I'll be happy.
Hey.
Nickname Dirty Bird. Okay, we can try to make that happen.
Look, I gotta wait. Hold on.
It's gonna be Robert Griffin.
No. Wait, Sean. I got the perfect name. Rosarian Upton. If you shorten it, that's spelled rise up. Watch out now.
This guy. You know what, Anthony? Get off the damn show.
I love y'all, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we love you too. That's hilarious.
Yes, sir. Oh, Rosarian Upton.
Yeah, no, like I don't think Sarah can go with that one. She ain't gonna be able to go with that one. She gonna, my brother, if I even mention that one.
Right.